Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I am really excited to try out something a little bit different on my channel for 2024. So the way I film TBRs on my channel, I think for the past year, maybe year and a half or so, have been seasonally, just because I'm such a seasonal reader. So when I was planning out what I wanted to read for an upcoming period of time, it just made the most sense to my brain to organize and categorize and plan my reading by season. But as you can see here, I asked for and received a TBR cart for Christmas, and just looking at how many books I own physically that I still need to read, it really motivated me to just want to get through these books quickly. And so I think I want to start filming my TBR videos monthly, and I've taken Rachel Catherine's idea. I think she's the first person to have done this on BookTube. At least she's the first person I saw doing this. But I have my TBR jar here filled with a bunch of different prompts that I'm going to select to help me pick out my TBR for the month of January. So just to tell you guys how my cart is set up, I did film a video building and organizing my TBR cart, but the footage is not the best, so I have a feeling it's not going to make it to YouTube, unfortunately. But this bottom basket is my seasonal basket. I have my fall and winter reads on this side, and then spring and summer books on the opposite side. This middle basket I'm calling the miscellaneous basket. All of these books I wouldn't consider to be seasonally specific. I'm fine to read them any time of year, but I'm also not in a huge rush to pick up any of these books. I'm kind of planning to pick them up whenever I feel like it. But the top basket I am calling my priority basket. These are the books that I really want to get to soon and I'm the most excited to read. So I'm probably going to be picking from this basket first when I am selecting the prompts today. So for today, I'm going to select 10 prompts that could change and go down a bit in the future, but I want to try starting out with 10. I don't necessarily think I'm going to read all 10 books, but I like to have options to be able to choose from. So I'm going to start with 10 for my January TBR. So let's just jump right in. Prompt number 1 is a book that's been on your TBR for over a year. I could do The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. That's been on here over a year. So is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. So is ACOTAR. So has Shatter Me. I'm kind of between those 5. I think I'm going to select The Midnight Library by Matt Haig just because this one has been on my TBR for so long. I remember wanting to read it around New Year's last time just because I feel like it's one of those books that has a great message and I like to read those books around the new year. So book number 1 is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Prompt number 2. A book with a name in the title. I know exactly what I'm doing. Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. This is book number 2 in the Magnolia Parks universe, and I have been wanting to pick this up ever since finishing Magnolia Parks, but I just haven't had a moment to, so this is the perfect excuse. I am so excited to continue on with this series, and I was wanting to do it soon too, since I believe the next Magnolia Parks book in this series comes out early in 2024. So I'm very excited that I got that one. Prompt number 3. I'm going to try to pick one from the bottom. A book you haven't heard anyone talk about. I think every single book on my TBR cart I've heard at least one person recommend because that's what motivated me to want to buy it. But I've only heard one person talk about The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle. Rebecca Searle is definitely a popular author, but this one by her I think is one of her backlist books that I don't hear anyone talking about. And I got this recommended to me by Haley Hughes on BookTube. The premise just sounds so interesting. Basically, it's like that question that people ask, if you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? And that's the plot we're following of this story. This woman has dinner with people she would select to have dinner with, dead or alive, if she could choose anyone. And I think it's like a nice mix of like famous people, people in her real life. That just sounds like such an interesting concept, and I think this one is on the shorter side as well. This should make for a quick and easy read. I feel like this will also probably have a good message that will be good to start out 2024 with. So I'm excited for this one. It's been on my TBR for a while, and I kind of like the idea of reading something that not everyone is talking about. Prompt number 4. A Kindle Unlimited book. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. Okay, I gotta go grab my Kindle in the other room, but I think I know what I'm doing. I am so excited that I got this prompt because I probably would have read this book anyway. I'm so excited about it. I saw this book on so many people's favorites of the year list for 2023, and it was so talked about last year, and that is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I will definitely be reading this. One of the first things I pick up in January, and I know the sequel just came out too, so very, very excited to read that, and very, very excited that I got that prompt. Prompt number 5. A book less than 300 pages. I could have done the Midnight Library and the dinner list for this one, but let's try to find another short book. Let's see, is the 7-Year Slip less than 300 pages? No, it's over. None of this is true. Nope, that one's over 300. Lessons in Chemistry, I have a feeling is over. Yep. Shatter Me, also over 300. Dang, this is gonna be hard. I've already picked my 2 shortest books on here, I think. Addicted to You, over. Okay, well that's everything on my top shelf. I think I'm gonna have to go to shelf number 2. The Rachel Incident, also under 300. That's an option. I was really excited about that book. See, I haven't picked up a Coho book in a while. Let's see how many pages Confess has. Her books are just so easy to fly through. That one's over 300, just by a little bit. Really don't know much about this at all, besides that it's Irish lit fic, which is one of my favorite things ever, and it's giving normal people vibes. I've heard really good things about it on Bookstagram. I'm really excited for this one. I also could have done this one for name in the title too, I just realized, but excited nonetheless. Okay, we're up to prompt number 6, I believe. A book that has a place in the title. I know exactly what I'm doing. Beartown by Frederick Backman. This one is about this town, I believe in Sweden, called Beartown, and everything in the town revolves around hockey until one of the players on the hockey team does something that divides the whole town. And with how much I fell in love with hockey and hockey romances in 2023, I'm excited to explore a book about hockey that doesn't involve romance. I'm just interested to see how that plays out. I feel like it's going to be really, really good, and I've heard the best things about this one. So very, very excited. I was hoping I would get a prompt where I could select Beartown. Okay, we're up to prompt number 7. A book that intimidates you. Oh God. Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell definitely intimidates me because I know it's very Shakespeare heavy, but I've heard really, really good things about it. Also, Little Women really intimidates me, just because of the sheer size of this thing and the fact that it's a classic. My brother gave me this for Christmas because he loves the movie so much, and I've never seen any of the film adaptations. I was really wanting to get to this one soon so that I could watch the films. I think I am gonna go with Little Women. It's so funny too because this book has my favorite things ever in books in it, which are sister relationships and coming of age stories. So I feel like I would love this, but I am intimidated because it's so thick and it's a classic. I sometimes can't understand the language in classics, but we're gonna give it a go. I am excited for this one. Prompt number 8, we're getting down to the last few. A book more than 5 years old. Well, we definitely could have done Little Women for that one. When did ACOTAR come out? That's not 5 years old yet, is it? 2015, is that right? I know Shatter Me is older too, 2011. I'm gonna go with ACOTAR. I've been needing every excuse to pick this one up at the start of the year. I need to get through this series. I want to be a part of the Sarah J Maas universe. So ACOTAR it's going to be. Second to last prompt. A book from your favorite genre. Okay, that would definitely be romance. I think I'm gonna go with The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have been wanting every excuse to pick this one up as well. I was planning to pick it up in early 2024 anyway because I heard the best things about it in 2023. This was one I saw on so many people's favorite books of the year list. I know it's also kind of like literary fiction, magical realism, but there definitely is romance in here, and people talk about how great the romance is. So I am very excited. I read The Dead Romantics this year around Halloween time, and it was so good. I loved Ashley Poston's writing, so I can't wait for more. I'm so excited to see if this one lives up to the hype for me. Okay, prompt number 10, last prompt. I hope I get a good one. A 5-star prediction, okay. There are definitely some that we've already picked that I would say are 5-star predictions. Lessons in Chemistry definitely could be a 5-star. I've heard so many good things about it, and I was wanting to pick it up at the beginning of 2024. None of this is true. I heard so many good things about last year as well, but I didn't love the last Lisa Jewell book that I read, so I'm a little bit hesitant. Shatter Me, I do think the Shatter Me series as a whole will probably end up being a 5-star series for me, but I don't know if I want to get into another series because I've already selected a couple. Anxious People could be 5 stars, but I already have a Frederick Bachman, so I kind of want to switch it up a little bit. Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake could be 5 stars. So could Sally Rooney's book that I haven't read yet, but I'm kind of saving that one. I think I'm going to go with Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. This one sounds really good. I heard so many good things about it. I think in 2022 when it came out, a lot of people gave this 5 stars and a lot of people had it on their favorite books of the year list. And I think it was Barnes & Noble's book of the year in 2022. It's historical fiction, so a little outside my comfort zone, but it sounds like a really good story. I know it takes place in the 50s and we're following this woman who is a chemist, and she's also good at cooking. So she has this cooking show that she uses to kind of teach women science through her cooking. I like the idea of the story and the message in this, so this definitely could be a 5 star. So to recap, the 10 books that the TBR jar selected for me to read: The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings, The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle, Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross that I will be reading on my Kindle, The Rachel Incident by Caroline O'Donoghue, Beartown by Frederick Bachman, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. I am so excited for this TBR. I feel like I picked so many good ones. They were books I would have picked anyway, I think. So I'm really excited that it just worked out, that the prompts aligned with what I had in mind to read. And this was so fun. Let me know what you guys thought of it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will continue doing this each month for my TBR as long as you guys are liking them and it's continuing to be a success. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.